E-commerce. Today our topic is e-commerce. We're going to discuss about different factors about e-commerce, like what is e-commerce, the components of e-commerce, advantage, disadvantage, and so on. So firstly, what is e-commerce? E-commerce, also known as electronic commerce or internet commerce, refers to buying and selling of goods or services using internet and transfer of money and data to execute these transactions. E-commerce is often used to refer to the sale of physical products online, but it can also describe any kind of commercial transaction that is facilitated through the internet. Types of e-commerce. Basically, there are four types of e-commerce models. They are in short known as B2C, B2B, C2C, and C2B, which means business to consumer or customer, business to business, consumer to consumer, and consumer to business. Now, what does they mean? So let's discuss about them. Firstly, business to consumer. Now, when a businessman sells a good or service to an individual consumer, like you buy a pair of shoes from eBay, an online retailer, that's business to consumer. What is business to business? When a business sells a good to service to another business. For example, a business company sells software or a website as a service for other business for use, then that's business to business. Similarly, consumer to consumer. When a consumer sells a goods or service to another consumer, like we use websites like hamrobazar.com to sell our old products. You sell a piece of old furniture on eBay or on some other websites, then that's consumer to consumer. Similarly, consumer to business. When a consumer sells their own products or services to a business or organization, for example, an influencer offers exposure to their online audience in exchange for a fee or photographer license their photo for a business to use. Or let us say a freelancer, okay, he designs logo for a website, a logo or website for a company, then that's consumer to business. Now, what are the advantages of e-commerce? Why e-commerce? The first reason is it's fast, quick, which saves our time. Faster in buying for the customers. Companies can easily reach their new customers. They do not need to seek for the customers door to door. Lower operational cost, yes, it reduces the cost. Personalized experience, quality and cost comparison of product, feedback of customers for business as well as for the customers. Services which is available 24 hours and 7 days a week. No geographical boundaries. Everything has pros and cons. Similarly, e-commerce also has some disadvantages or threats, which can be like phishing, credit card frauds, cross-site scripting, bad bots, distributed denial of service or DDoS attacks, SQL injections. Now we'll discuss about them, a few of them in detail. So now, limited interaction with the customers. Yes, of course, online, the business and the customers, they do not get to interact with each other regularly and they do not see each other. So there is another limitation in e-commerce. Technology breakdown can impact ability to sell. So loss of internet or electricity might also hamper. No ability to test or try on. So now suppose you are buying a pair of trousers or any piece of cloth. You do not have, let's say, chance to try it. So that is another drawback. Security issues. Obviously, there is threat to, let's say, phishing or your credit card information. So this is another threat in e-commerce or the drawback or let's say disadvantage. Now, not only B2B, B2C, there is one more type of commerce, that is mobile commerce, which refers to buying and let's say selling of goods using your mobile device, m-commerce or mobile commerce. M-commerce is the buying and selling of goods and services through wireless handheld devices such as smartphones or tablets. As a form of e-commerce, m-commerce enables users to access online shopping platforms without needing to use a desktop or a laptop computer. Now, m-commerce includes in-app purchasing, mobile banking, virtual marketplace apps such as Amazon, Alibaba, Daraz, or a digital wallet such as Google Pay, Apple Pay, Android Pay, Samsung Pay, or eSeva or Khalti. Now, advantages of mobile commerce. So, some of the advantages of using mobile commerce are like added customer retention by being more easily accessible. So, it's just in your hands, on your palms. More convenience for customers in comparing prices, reading reviews, and making purchases without the need of desktop computer. So, you can go through the reviews of other customers before buying. You can compare two different products on your hand on your mobile phone without visiting different different department stores. Wider variety of products and services. Yes, there is a wide range of products available online. Automates a business point of customers and contact sales. The businessman also can contact the customers online automatically or through their customer care representatives. Now, like before, everything has cons. Yours also. M-commerce also has some disadvantages. They are listed over here. Number one, it says a poorly executed mobile experience can deter customers from making purchase. When you cannot access the website which you are trying to reach, that really frustrates a customer. Mobile payment options are not available in every geographical locations and may not support every type of digital wallet. Yes, indeed. So just a few years back, in context of our own country also, digital wallet was not very common. Still, some wallet or some banking, e-banking is not accepted by all, let's say, websites, all banking transactions. They are not, let's say, related to each other. Business must note Business must know and comply with tax laws and regulations of all countries they seek to. Some businesses will avoid this by only allowing purchases and shipping from their country or origin. So they must comply, abide by the rules and regulations, taxes, or the shipping charges of the countries which they are shipping to, which they are delivering products to. Now, the process of online shopping, how does it occur, is depicted in this picture. You can see over there. Uh, First of all, the customer places the order. It's placed there in the cart, shopping cart, e-cart. You pay it by using your credit card. Then the order is completed. The business sends you a notification through email. After the customer receives the email sent from the merchants, the the product is, let's say, dispatched from the warehouse. The shipping carrier or delivery person comes to your house, your door with the product, and finally the purchase is complete, the shopping is complete. Now, online payment. When you buy a product, of course you need to pay for it. Now, how do you pay it? The basic steps involved in online payment are: customer submits the payment information to the merchant. For example, customer completes the payment form on the merchant website and submits the information. The merchant submits the payment information to the online payment gateway. The online payment gateway submits the payment to the payment processor. The payment processor authorizes the payment and responds to the payment gateway. The payment gateway responds back to the merchant. The merchant responds back to the customer showing if the online payment was successful or not and taking the appropriate action. So one of the common merchant in Nepal are shown on the, let's say, right hand side, like the IME Pay or eSeva or the Khalti.